everybody, it's Margaret with Texas Gal Treasures, and today I'm bringing you the weekly sales update video. Now this is for the last 2 weeks. Last Monday I was still traveling with my mom, and so I didn't get to put it out, and for my sake I'd like to keep it in weekly intervals. It makes it easier for me to contain it, so I know where to start, where to stop. So hopefully next Monday it'll come back onto the normal weekly schedule. So let me show you what all I sold. I definitely met my goal for the last 2 weeks. I had a pretty good sale come in last night, so that brought my sales total up. So let me tell you my sales total. So my sales total for the last 2 weeks was $562.23, and that's for the last 2 weeks. So as you may know, my weekly goal is to earn about $200 a week, so that brings my weekly goal well above that, which is nice. So let me share with you what all sold. I'm going to scoot over. And these are sales on Etsy and eBay. All right, I'm going to start with my Etsy sales, and the first thing that sold was this long chain, and it didn't have a clasp or anything. It was just like a super long chain, and I picked it up for 50 cents, and it sold for $19.99. So after shipping and fees and everything, my profit, hang on, thought I was ready. Nope. So okay, here we go. Oh, where'd you go again? There you are. All right, so after shipping and fees and everything, my profit there was $17.88. Next up is a vintage children's book. This is a book called Just Like Me. I love the illustrations in it. They're just great. And this one I picked up for 25 cents. Look at it. It's just so cool. And they bought it for $12.99. And so after shipping and fees and everything, my profit was $12.63. Oh, wrong button. So here we've got another one of those men's accessories that I just love to sell. And this is another one of those little collar pins that goes across the collar right there. I picked this up for 50 cents at the thrift store, and it sold for $17.99. So after shipping and fees, my profit was $16.01. Yay! And then this was a really pretty, costume jewelry. This is a brand to look for, Les Bernard. And it was a nice set of beads and earrings, and they're kind of that cobalt blue, that lapis blue color. So I made sure to put those in my keywords. So if people were looking for lapis, that can cost quite a bit. So you can get that look without having to pay the lapis price. Right? Anyway, so the lapis set I picked up for $1, and I think I got this at a garage sale in a bunch of vintage jewelry that I picked up. And they paid $30 for the set. And I need to go back and, as you know, if I overcharge on Etsy for shipping, if the shipping ends up being more than $2 off, I go back and refund. So right now it looks like my profit is $30.08 because they paid more in shipping than they needed to. So I'm going to be going back to refund them about $3 or so. So that'll bring my profit to about $27.08 on this one. Pretty good. And then this is an adjustable ring, and it has that kind of tie look. I couldn't quite figure out how to, name it, so I just kind of threw all kinds of stuff in there at it. Any kind of keyword that I could come up with that might fit the style, Bali, that kind of thing. So anyway, I picked this up for $1, and it sold for $39.99. And so after shipping and fees, my profit there is $37.30. And here is a book that I've had for a while. This is an Air Force book. I just thought it was really cool, and I know that there are people that are into vintage military things, and I picked this up for 50 cents, and this was at an estate sale, I believe, that I picked this up. Like I said, it's been It's been a while. For me, it's been like a year or something like that. So they paid $10 for it. And this is another one. Well, I don't know. After shipping and fees, I net $10.84, which means I need to go back and look at, I charged about that $3 more than they needed. So it'll end up being about $7 in profit on that one. So $7, $8, somewhere in there. And then this is some more of that vintage wrapping paper that I picked up at that not estate sale, the auction, that big lot. And so this Beauty and the Beast, it had let me go back. It had the wrapping paper and some tissue paper and 2 little note cards. And I picked, when I averaged out all the wrapping paper that I picked up at the auction, they all ended up being about 10 cents a piece. So this was 10 cents. I sold it for $19.99. After shipping and fees, my profit is $19.49. And then this sold last night. This was a really nice sale. This was a vanity mirror, one of those that swivels, and it's got like a little screw. I don't know if I took a picture. A little screw on the other side to tighten it up. Just really pretty. It had a nice weight to it. Okay, so I picked this mirror up for $3 at a garage sale. This was the same garage sale where I got all the perfumes and things that I have been selling rather. And I picked this up for $3, and I had it listed for $124.99. Just because when I looked at similar style vintage mirrors and table mirrors like this, vanity type things, they were going for a pretty high, high price. So I thought, hey, why not? So this is one of those instances where on Etsy, they don't have a best offer feature on Etsy, but sometimes I'll get people send me a message and ask, would you take any less for this? Well, this lady messaged me and asked if I would take $100 for the mirror, which I was happy to do. She still paid shipping, and again, she paid maybe like $5 more. I'll be sending her back $5. So that's nice. So my profit there is a little bit off because I have not made that adjustment yet. So after shipping and fees, my profit here is $95.49. So that'll be about $9 profit. So be on the lookout if you see these vanity type mirrors that look like this. Cool. Next up are the glasses frames. And like I said, I posted on 1500 group, the $1,500 room. Yeah. Anyway, I posted that it's a bittersweet day that these glasses are selling because I've had such a good time with them, and I really had plans to do so much more. But it's one of those things that I haven't even packaged them up yet because I'm having such a hard time. Like, hey, gonna miss ya. I'm gonna miss ya. You're gonna miss me too? Yes, you are. Okay. Anyway, I've had such a good time with these, and I'll have to do a little, show you when I first picked them up. Let me give you the numbers first. So I picked these up for $3 at the thrift store, vintage frames, and they sold for $44.99. So after shipping and fees, my profit there is $39.67. And I'm going to do a little, we're going to do a little time travel together. So if you will, and then another set of glasses. These are some guys' frames. Just wait. Hey, baby, how are you? There we are. Yeah. Yeah. Looking good. Stay tuned at the end. I had a little more fun playing with the glasses before I got them all packaged up and off on their way. I put them in a little, jewelry pouch just to keep them safe. So those are my sales on Etsy. That was good. And now we're moving over to my eBay sales. Now here we have got, this sold last night. Alrighty, so now we are moving over to the eBay sales. This sold last night. This was in that lot of perfume that I picked up for $1 each at that garage sale. And this one, like I just said, I spent $1 on. I took a best offer of $18.25, And so after shipping and fees, it is $8.28 net profit. Now, I've had a few questions about shipping perfumes, and what you have to do is it has to go parcel, so ground shipping. It can't go via air. And then I think I definitely do let my post office worker know that it is perfume. I don't know I always take my packages in, and so they always ask, do you have anything liquid, fragile, potentially hazardous, any lithium batteries or perfumes? So they ask that every single time. And so when they say, I'm perfumes, I say, yes, it's a perfume right here in this box. And then they stamp it, flammable or whatever. So that's that. I've had some questions about that. And, when I first started, I had questions about it too. So there you go. So that one sold. And then, ooh. Okay. Let's be grown-ups about this. So my friend Kelly, I mentioned once before, and actually we did a haul video together way back. And she brought me some things that, her dad's neighbor passed away and he didn't have any family, so to speak. And so she was able to go pick a few things out for me. And so some of the things that she picked out were vintage girly magazines that he had. So here's one. This is Mr. Magazine. And so it was free. And this is another glass of wine that I owe Miss Kelly. It sold for $15, and after shipping and fees, my profit there was $10.04. Moving on. And then this little lot of puppies. So I don't know if you remember a while back, I was at the thrift store and I picked up a bag of Littlest Pet Shop figures, and it was $2.50 for the bag of them. And in the bag, there were these like little puppy dogs, which I thought, oh, these are like, little random puppy dogs. But then I started looking at them, and they were marked on the bottom, and it ends up there those, they come in a tube, and they're like, usually have like animals or astronauts or sharks or fish or whatever, and they come like in a little tube, So there it is. That doesn't say Satan. That's what I thought at first too. It does not say Satan Limited. It says Safari Limited. And it has all the animals labeled on the bottom. So I thought, you know what? That a company took the time to put that kind of detail and label each animal. I mean, that costs money. It's not just like a cheap, made in China, mass-produced animal, which it is, but that they took that kind of time gave me pause and thought, hey, I'm going to look this up. So I did. And it is missing one or two. I think they usually have 12 or something like that in there. Anyway, I remember putting in there which one was missing. So it's sold. Yay. Super cute. There are dog people out there. I thought, why not? I'm going to post them. So when I averaged all the bag out with the Littlest Pet Shop, it was about 50 cents a set, each Littlest Pet Shop one, and then this set was together. About maybe more, maybe less. Probably less. Excuse me. Anyway, so it's sold for $11.99, and after shipping and fees, my profit there is $7.42. And as you may know, on eBay, I offer free shipping on most items. There were some that had shipping attached this week, but because on eBay, there's a way to limit your search by, items that are offering free shipping, even though the shipping is built in. We all know this. But some people just mentally like that free shipping. So next up is a sugar shaker, and this one I've had for a while. This is one of my grandmother's, and as you can see, this is some of the listings. I need to go back and add more keywords to those titles, because that title is like that. So I've been slowly doing that as ones pop up or as I relist things and I notice. I'll go back and add a little more oomph to my title. But anyway, this one sold, and I took a best offer. Sorry, click. This one sold, and I took a best offer of $92.75 on it. So after shipping and fees, it was a net profit of $76.82. Next up, we've got this set of 4 little packages of trading cards. These were put out by the Disney store. I think they were a promotional item a while back. And they were actually given to me by a neighbor. And let's see if the year is on there. I don't see it. I don't see the year. Anyway, so those Those ended up, I took a best offer of $12, and after shipping and fees, the profit there was $8.23. Next up, we have got this punch, a little hole puncher thing, and this one I picked up at a garage sale, and I paid 50 cents for it. I took a best offer. Well, I learn. I keep clicking it. I took a best offer of $9 on it, and after shipping, fees, and everything, my net there was $5.09. So that was cool. I picked up a few different ones. Anyway. Next up, this is another item of my grandmother's, and this is something else I would, I went back and I brightened up the first picture, but I didn't do it for the rest, which I should have done. But it's a really pretty bowl, Nippon, and it had a little spoon that went with it. Really pretty. So this one sold for $45. I took a best offer. So my profit there was $33.60. And here we have got a butterfly brooch. And this was almost going to be one of my duds. I've had it up so long, and I just started thinking maybe it's not going to sell. The antennas were missing, and I don't know. I was like, I'm just going to list it, whatever. So I listed it, and it sold. Finally. And I paid 50 cents for this, and the I think I had it on sale, a sale running at the time. So they paid $12.79, which net me $8.43. So hey, that's nothing to sneeze at. We've been through this before. Like, who does that? Anyway, we need to find a new phrase because that just doesn't make sense to me. But I still use it. Weird. Here we have got a necklace. They're like these black pearls, and then this little clasp in the front. This little clasp here is like a magnetic, and I think at one point maybe there were different pendants that you could clip in there, but it's a really strong magnet, so it's pretty cool. I never did find out like who the maker was on it or anything, but it sold. I picked it up in a lot of other jewelry, so it all averaged out to be about 77 cents a piece. And this one sold for $30. So after shipping and everything, my net was $23.01. Cool. And then here, this was, it's really cool. It was my grandmother's as well. My grandmother was an artist, I like to say. She did a lot of porcelain arts, but she also did some watercolors. And these are some pastels in a really cool vintage box. And anyway, really, really cool. So I did something, that some people, I don't know, you hear people say, if you've got a bunch of watchers, rather than drop the price, raise the price. So on these ones, I just kept, every time a new watcher popped up, I raised the price a little bit. So it was like that fishing pole, you're just like wiggling the the lure a little bit there. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. You lose watchers or whatever. But I finally had somebody, and I've only had it listed for a couple weeks, that is. Somebody came and made an offer of $75, and so I took it. And after shipping and fees, my net there was $56.66. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Raising the price and all that. Worth a try. And here is another one of the perfumes. This is a Jennifer Lopez perfume. Again, I spent $1 on this, and excuse me, I took a best offer of $8. So after shipping and fees, my net there was $6.38. They actually paid shipping on this one, so it worked out better for me. Yay! And then this one, this is a tale of a cautionary tale, if you will. You think you know how big something is until you ship it. You think you know which box and which, how you're going to package it and what it's going to cost. And you just, especially if you've been doing it a while, you might become complacent and, just think you know it. And, oh, I got this, because usually it's okay, I got it, and then this time, no, I didn't have it. So I took a best offer on this garlic press of $8. I bought it for $1, and I thought, okay, that's cool. Still give me a, fair, no. I thought it would ship for, maybe $4 or something, $3-4. No, it didn't fit in the little box, that I normally would think it would, no. Anyway, so The truth is, or they say the proof is in the pudding, the truth is in the numbers. My profit here was 21 cents. So thank goodness I had the better week to make up for that. But anyway, the person got it and they're really happy with it, and that's important. That's what I have to tell myself. And then here, this is one of those, when you list it, at first when I bought it, I was like, man, I don't know about this wallet. You know, Aggies love their Aggie stuff. But it was, you know, you can see there's little nicks in the leather, and it's not at all in perfect condition, but it did have the tag still, which is strange. But it's got all of these little errors and scuffs and whatnot. Maybe people like that kind of distressed look. And so I was like, well, okay, I'm going to go ahead and list it. And it sold like within 2 hours. It's one of those, oh, I should have listed it for more, you know, kind of thing. So I took a best offer, or it was on sale, one or the other. I paid $1 for this at a garage sale. And it sold for $38.39. Must have been on sale because that's a weird number for me to do for a best offer. And so after shipping and fees, my net there was $28.63. And finally, we have some cufflinks. And I have a cufflink video coming out because I was looking through some of my husband's men's catalogs, and I started keywords started popping out at me in this catalog, and I was like, hey, I need to do a video to say, hey, find your niche well, I have more than one niche, but one of your niches, and see what other keywords are out there, because there were things I hadn't thought about. So I have a video coming up for that. Anyway, this pair of cufflinks, it was in a lot, and it all averaged out to be about $1.80 a pair, which is okay. Normally I try to keep it about $1 when I buy cufflinks, but it was a lot of them, so it was good. They sold for $14, and this they paid shipping, and they paid shipping on this one. So, and so my net was $10.04. So this went overseas on this one. So that is it. Let me pull my numbers up for ya. So basically, what I do over here is my purchase price. This is what I bought it for. I bought it. All of this stuff, I spent $17.92. And this is the profit after fees and shipping, which is $562.23. So I turned that into that. Anyway, so that's how that works. And then this is the average cost, or the average price per item sold, which was $24.44. I had some big ticket items, thank goodness, that saved the day. Woo-hoo, saved the day. So that was my week. And stay tuned for some farewells from Edna May. We really missed out getting to know her. Oh my gosh. I'm having such a hard time closing up this box. You have no idea. One more time, just for old time's sake. Just one more time. All right, you guys. Go out. Make sure you enjoy yourselves. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey kids! I know we didn't get much time to get to know each other, but I'm gonna miss you. Make sure you have fun, drink lots of fluids, and listen to your mother, unless she's wrong. And then don't do that. Do something else. But enjoy it. Enjoy it. I feel like I gotta get years of advice into 30 seconds. Fall in love? That's a good one, right? Be happy, enjoy it, enjoy your life, have fun, smile, watch funny movies. The consensus is out on eating boogers. Some people say no, some people say it might help your immune system, but I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe don't do that. And don't play in the water if the road's flooded, because sometimes there's snakes and stuff, and we wouldn't want you getting bit by snakes and all. And this is Edna May, signing off. Bye!